there because that was a good morning. Good morning. Thanks, Harry. I'm a little late this morning because bulk trash is right outside my door. My neighbors had bulk trash and they had a lot of stuff. And so Public Works was rolling through and it's loud and I didn't want to have to compete with them. So I just logged in a little late because Public Works picking up bulk trash. And they do a great job. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining. I'm just when they were at the height of it, I was like, well, let me just hang back a little bit. Let me hang back a few minutes. If you just tuned in around 9 o'clock, you got me, Babz Rawls-Ivy. Welcome to LoveBabz, LoveTalk, where we just talk all the ish that we want to, all the ish that's fit to talk. We're like the New York Times of radio. All the ish that's fit to be spoken. We do it. We do it here. It's a family show. We're family. Ah, how y'all doing this morning? It's the middle of the week, babies. It is the middle of the week. Uh, and I couldn't be happier. Although we're expecting some torrential rains this evening and tomorrow. You know, the East Coast is starting to look like the West Coast. Just saying. To my Jewish friends out there who control the weather, can y'all fix this? Paul Bass, when do you go back to synagogue? Can you round up the Jewish folks so are they on vacation? What is happening? I know they got other things to think about, but we need this weather handled. Because we all know the Jewish folks control the weather. Right, Harry? We heard that from some congressional leadership a few years back. We were shocked just like you were shocked, just like you're shocked. Everybody was shocked. I was shocked. But then when you think about it, all right, I would say so. I have no proof of this. I have no idea. I just believe the Jewish people control the weather. I'm going with that. It's a conspiracy theory. I like it. Going with it. Now, until they prove me wrong, I'm going with it. So, Jewish sisters and brothers, can you get together and fix the weather? Thank you. Much, much, much appreciated. Much appreciated. If you can handle that for us, I'd appreciate it. Woo, it's Wednesday. What did I do last night? Last night was my last night on the board of Planned Parenthood of Southern New England, which was bittersweet. I was there for 6 years. It was a wonderful ride. Let me tell you, being on a high functioning board, a high producing board, a high profile board is its own lesson. You really learn a thing or two. And I came to the board with some skills. I've got strong board skill set, right? I know how to run a board. I know how to run a meeting. I know Robert Rules of Order. Because, I came through a black sorority. You come through a black sorority, I don't care where you are, whether you in the South or the Northeast or the West or the Midwest. If you come through a black sorority or fraternity, i.e. the D9, you will learn how to run an agenda and to carry a meeting and to get stuff done. That's it. That's a good training ground for all of that. That is one of the perks and one of the perks of pledging your life to a sorority. And I know there are people out there who don't understand it. I don't really care about who don't understand it and who is not in it. I just know what it does for me and how I feel about it. And sure, I talk about my sorors. Sure, they're people. We're all people. I talk about my church family too. I talk about my blood family. So sorors are not exempt. But at the end of the day, we do an amazing work. And a large organization can't move without folks who are willing to move it. And our reach is vast and powerful. And we do some good stuff. And sure, we could do more. I mean, everybody could do more. The NAACP could do more. Urban League could do more. I mean, everybody could do more. Literacy volunteers could do more. Like everybody could do more. But we all do what we have the capacity to do. That's a beautiful thing. So anyway, I got off the board. They gave me a wonderful bouquet of flowers and a PPS and the National Planned Parenthood emblem pen, which looks like this, but in a pen. This is my magnet for my car, but I haven't put it in my car. It sits, I have a metal bookcase, so it sits on the metal shelves. Anyway, so they gave me that pin. It was nice. It was six of us that came in together, six of us that rolled out. It was bittersweet, bittersweet, bittersweet. We're leaving behind some amazing folks. And there are men and women on this board. So we're leaving, and we are Connecticut and Rhode Island. And, we do some amazing stuff legislatively in both states. We do things collectively and in community in both states. And we raise money in both states. It's been an amazing 6 years. I would not have traded for the world, And right now, to be in the trenches on the forefront of women's reproductive rights is just where I want it to be. I try to make a difference wherever I can. And I'm not a rich woman, but I'm rich in time. Do you know what I mean? Like I got time. So, and I make time for the stuff that I want to do. So there you go. How about that? So anyway, so I did that last night, and then raced over to the smokestack to hang out with the Broken Umbrella Theater Company because I'm part of the band, and I have a role, and I have a very small role, and I like it like that. I have a very small role in the production of Slice, which is going to be showcased at the International Festival of Arts and Ideas. And we're doing it in an honest to God pizza restaurant. We're doing it at Next Door. And so we're turning Next Door into a theater. And now they're still going to be peddling pizzas. But there's going to be some acting with that pizza. And let me tell you, I say this all the time. When I sit in a room with these talented people, and they are so unbelievably talented, like I feel like, and I am never without a loss of words. Like I have the gift of gab. I've had the gift of gab since I was able to talk. I spent more time in the principal's office like it was my stage. So I'm never without words. But when I get in a room with these talented people, all I can do is just stare with my mouth open and just like, wow, wow, wow. Like I'm a little kid. And when they ask me a question, I'm like, abba gooba dabba, baby baba booba. I'm like, I'm like Mushmouth from Fat Albert. He became a booba, tabba tooba dabba. And I'm like, what is wrong with me? I have several degrees. I'm an educated person. I talk for a living. I get around these talented folks. I'm Mushmouth. Swear to God. So I'm delighted that they embrace me and they let me sit in the room with them and I take pictures and I know they'll be like, if you don't stop taking these damn pictures. But I just feel like, what they do is so special that it ought to be captured for posterity. That someday somebody's gonna look back and be like, oh yeah, Babz got them pictures. Well, they're up, but so I did that last night from like 7:30 to like 9. And we're doing a slice, and it's to see them do. Listen, I would take that whole Broken Umbrella Theater Company and put them in the White House and let them solve the problems of the free world, and they would do it with great sense of humor and sincerity, and then they would get it done. I'm just saying. I don't think they want that job, and they have an amazing backstory. Like they're not from here, or some of them are from here, and they went to college somewhere, and they all met up at college. And then when one came back, the other followed. Like they move as a unit. It's a handful of them. It's not like two or three. It's a handful of them. And so I met some other members. But it's a great story that I would love to get them on air to just, you know, chop it up a little bit about how I hear the stories, like how they met and when they did this and that and the other thing, you know. But I would love to have them on to come talk about that. But they will come on, I think, hopefully, to talk about a slice before a slice debuts. So I'll make that happen. Yes, I'm drinking a polar seltzer. And I woke up this morning, I took my shower, I got ready. and I have to go to the doctor's at 2 after I go to the gym. So, I'm at this point now, when I go to the doctor's, I want to wear the least amount of clothes because I have to get on the scale. I, I I try to wear the lightest clothes because when you get on with a lot of clothes, they only take 3 pounds off. I swear to God, I must be wearing 20 pounds worth of clothes. Hands down. I don't care what they say. I know I'm wearing 20 pounds worth of clothes. I know it. My sneakers alone are like 7 pounds. I don't argue with them. I just, okay. It's like, oh, we got to take 3 pounds off. Just three? Come on. Got to be at least 20 pounds worth of clothes I'm wearing. Seriously. Look at me. These clothes are heavy. Well. So, yeah, so I got on my sausage pants, my sausage leggings. You have to shimmy in them and pull them up. Like back in the day, when you put your Jordashes on, you lay on the bed and like wiggle it. Yes, I did that. I did it with Jordashes. No, I did it with Calvin's. Remember Calvin Klein? I had Calvin Klein jeans. My then boyfriend gave them to me. And my Calvin Klein jeans was so tight. I had a camel toe. I went to class and Dr. Fox, who said after class, she was like, listen, them jeans are too tight for you. That's when you go to HBCU, they don't have no problems calling your ass out. She's like, those pants are too tight. I could see what God gave you. She was right. Because when I got back to my room and cut them pants off me, my underwear were blue because that's how tight they were. And they were like, I want to say they were a size 10. I had no business trying to. I was like a 12, 14, but I squeezed my ass into those 10s because my man gave them to me. And I wanted to wear them and I wanted to be cute. And I was cute. Just my circulation was cut off, but I was cute. So, oh well. uh uh but that's my jean story. But anyway, so I have on my leggings that suck you in like a sausage. But I have to do it. So I could go work out and go to the doctor and then that's it. I don't think I have anything else today. I've got some work I need to do. And I really got to work on this apartment. It's really closing in on me. All this stuff that needs to have a home. I don't know why my things don't have a home. I think because I just drop things. I'm like, oh, I'll get to it. And then I don't get to it. So I have to get to it. Uh, uh, you know, that's the other thing. So, you know, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. So at 10:15, I've got Mr. Fred Harris coming on. He was the Hill Parents Association and the power of community organizing. So he's coming on because he's going to be honored at City Hall on Friday from 12 to 2. So if you're in town, if you're downtown, find some place to park. And he was a Black Panther. So and there's so few of them around. So get at him, check him out, and go see about him. I think it'll be really, really, really good. But anyway, he's gonna be my guest this morning at 10:15. And Shah and a couple of other people. And they're gonna talk about the impact that he had in the Hill, you know. And I'm excited by that. Very, very, very excited. Um, yeah, so yeah. Um, um, yeah. So anyway, it's Wednesday, it's the middle of the week. I'm excited. It's a gray day. It's a stormy day. Oh no, I have an arts council meeting at 2. Oh, I don't have to do that. That's finance. Oh, I've got Long Wharf meeting at 4:30. I think they still might have it. It might be canceled. I don't know. Still in my calendar, so we'll see what happens. But we just came off a wonderful gala. I hope I got a message that the paddle raised some money. They had a goal, so we surpassed the goal. My work is done. I did what they asked me to do, and I'm very happy about that. So uh, I'm very happy about that. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. They'll tell us more as they count all the money. It was a good time. Let me tell you why it was such a good time. Because they had young people in the space, and they were dressed up. They were cute, and they came to see Darren Chris because Darren Chris it represents where they want to be. Do you know what I mean? Like represents where they want to be in their performing arts careers. And it's a beautiful thing. And they were so kind to me too, which was nice. They were very sweet, kind. I was like, okay, let's do it. Let's get into it. So it was a good night. We had a good time. That was a fun gala. All galas should be that fun. Seriously. Let's see what else is happening. I'm just waiting for warm weather. Is anybody else waiting for warm weather? And people keep asking me about the porch as if I got, as if I got some magic potion. I told you I done tapped all my Jewish friends, as many of them as I get my hands on. I'm like, can you fix this? Just trying to do my part. My goal this morning was to get up and scramble some eggs. Because I don't get enough I mean, I have so many deficits. I don't get enough protein, I don't drink enough water. There's all these things. I was like, ah. And now that we found out that Kelly Clarkson, Whoopi Goldberg, Oprah, everybody's all mad at them for being on Mounjaro or Ozempic or Wegovy, all the GLP-1s. And I'm like, why are you mad at them? I understand people. We understand that obesity is a disease, but somehow in the back of people's mind, they don't think it is a disease. They just think, oh, you're just fat. And if you just work harder and run faster and eat less, that it will work. That doesn't work like that. It's like telling somebody with cancer, oh, if you just go in the woods and find the right herbs, we would never. Well, there are some people who would say it. We would never say that. We would never say to somebody who is diabetic, put that insulin down and just stop eating sugar. It's not, that's not going to help. I wish people would stop fat shaming people. And I get it. I get it. I don't get it as much as I used to because I don't surround myself with people who are petty. But I do get a taste of it. I get the looks, I get the, people looking at my belly or, their eyes glazed to my belly or they're checking out, where, or they'll ask questions like, where do I get my clothes from? Like I go to Mars or somewhere. Like I go where fat girls go. There's a ton of fat girl stores out there. I do a lot of shopping online. And these people who are like, oh, I have to try stuff on. I try stuff on too when it comes to my house. And if I don't like it, guess what I do? I take it back and mail it back. It's not hard. Oh, I could never. Well, then don't do it. It's a convenience that I relish. I like it. I mean, I don't have no problems going in the stores and trying stuff on. But there's not a lot of fat girl stores that the way that they are online. Plus, I pretty much know my body and my style. So I know what works. I mean, I'm 61 years old. I'm not trying to figure out what my body type is or what I like. I already know what I like. People are like, oh, I have to try it on. I have to do a damn thing. I know my size. If it's a cut, I know I gotta go up or down. One way or the other. I know. I'm in tune like that. I don't play these games about, oh, it only has to be if it's not in the size, I don't want it. I don't care if it doesn't fit, I'm not going up a size. Or if it doesn't fit, I'm not going down a size. I don't understand that. Its fit is important. So if I have to go up a size, I go up a size. I'm not pained by that. Everything is not, every designer and every off the rack stuff is done by different people that work with different size models. And the plus size is not any different. It's just not different. So when women say, "Oh, I'm a 2022. I'm a 20 solid 2022. That's my size. Shirts, dresses. But in pants, because I have a portly belly, I need a 24. Sometimes a 26, because I'm round down there. you know, around. So I have some pants, but not all pants are 26s. Some of them are just 22, 24. Depending on the cut and the fabric makes a difference in size. So I want women to like stop punishing themselves about, oh my God, I have to go up to a bigger size. That's just for this particular outfit or pant or dress or whatever, not your whole closet. There are some things that you drop down a size, because, oh, this is a little big. I have to drop down a size. Size doesn't determine character, ability, style. It doesn't. I want people to understand that. Like, I don't walk into a room and people go, oh, she's wearing those size 26 breeches. I mean, if they are, it's really a waste of your time. But you want to spend your time. Who am I? I don't have a problem with whatever size it works. Other people, oh, I'm not going up to a bigger size. All right, well, you don't want that outfit because it's cut a way that you have to go up a bigger size. It's just what it is. You know, I know women who are size 8 will refuse to go to a size 10. Will die before they go to a size 10 because for them, that speaks to not where they want to be. I don't get it. I don't want to get it, but I get it. I get it. So I don't have any problems with. I shop my style. I don't shop my size. I shop my style. You know, and I think I'm pretty good at it. I know it works on me. I know it works on me. I know it works on me. I know my fit. I know my comfort level. I'm not trendy. I'm one of these people. If there's some trend going on, I'll uh I'll buy one or two pieces, from the fast fashion places. I know. I feel bad about that because now that I know fast fashion is like these little Chinese kids slaving to make me a tunic. You know what I mean? Like, the thought of some little Chinese kid making me a tunic or a little Vietnamese kid making me a tunic, for $5, ah, but this is not the world I created. All I could do is try to undo some of the wrongs. So, I tend to stay away from fast fashion, because it would just bother me. Not, and listen, this is not a moral high ground. It's not a moral high ground. It's just not. So I don't want people to, I'm not picking on people. I'm not, listen, because guess what? Guess what? I carry an iPhone. And guess what? What the conflict in the Congo is about? Resources to make these babies. Is there another phone out there that I could have that wouldn't let these little African children be in these mines dangerously, mining for for mining for things? No. So do I care about that? Hell yes, I care about it. Am I doing anything about it? Well, am I giving up my iPhone? Well, see, that's how they get you. That is the dilemma. That is the moral. And at some point when I die, and when it comes to judgment day, and I have to stand there and atone for all the foolishness, what I got myself into, what I didn't do, and all of that. And there'll be a reckoning for that, I imagine. I don't know what I'm gonna say. I'm like, listen, I thought, listen, you know. So I mean, we'll just what's gonna happen? The worst that'll happen is they'll send me back as a poor black woman again. I'm like, all right, I've been there, done that. Been there, done that. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying. No, this is not gonna fit my phone, is it? Anyway, it's a pain in the butt. I need a new what are you sending me? I'm on air. It's fine. Just don't be ready for 10:15. I don't know. People are funny. Like I'm on air now. So I'm on air now, Shy, having a one-way conversation with you. So yeah, it's fine. It's all right. Don't worry about it. People be worried about stuff that don't need to be worried about. Listen, I make it work. I do this every day. I do this every day for 2 hours a day. I do it. And I just do what I do. That's it. It's all good. It's all goody, 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 goody. And it's all good. So anyway, that's the day. Uh let's see. There's something coming on. What is coming on tonight? Oh, Jimmy Fallon's celebrating. He's been in that gig 10 years. Has it been 10 years? Oh my God. I don't know. Is it me? Or does it feel like 10 years come and go really fast? Really, really fast. That's how I feel. I feel like it goes and comes really, really fast. And I don't know what to make of it, you know. Except just live our lives. I feel like we're not living uh we're not living full lives. I saw this wonderful video on Instagram, and it was about home decor. It was a home decor thing. And it was a woman in her house painting bold and vivid colors. And the voiceover was saying, um, we have trained people to live temporarily in their homes, to live temporary lives in their homes by telling them, don't put any color, don't do anything to your house. It'll affect the resale value. And so the question is she asked is, so are you selling it now? Are you selling it tomorrow? Like, why wouldn't you be in your house enjoying your house? Why aren't you enjoying your space? If you want blue walls, why don't you just put up blue walls? If you want a decorative ceiling, why don't you put it up? Why don't you live in the house that you're in fully and not temporarily? And she said, we have trained people when they buy a home or they live in a home to treat it like a temporary space. And she was like, your home is your sanctuary. It's the place where, you go to recharge and to be who you are, to become more of who you are. And I thought, man, that's such good advice. I believe that wholeheartedly, even though my apartment right now looks like a dorm slash storage site. But I'm about to change that too. Like I'm about to make some real changes because it's starting to feel some kind of way about all the things. And so um, I think I have to get on it. So anyway, that's my lament. It's not anybody else's lament. It's mine. So I'm just watching I'm on some of the websites. I was at the arts paper site, which is fine. I'm at the New Haven Independent site now, seeing what's happening, what's new. I know there were some shootings over here in New Haleville, over on Shelton and Star. Two separate shootings. Painful. I think a kid shot himself, and then a man was shot on Star Street. So one fatal. And they with when I was coming down Ivy Street, crossing over Shelton, I saw all the police presence, and then I caught the yellow tape in my eye and on my periphery, and I thought, oh boy, something has went down, and the police have strong leads, and then a 14-year-old boy shot himself to death, and I don't know what that's about, you know. I don't know what that's about. Hopefully somebody will shed some light on that. I don't want to see 14-year-old children killing themselves, you know, on purpose or accidentally. I don't want to, we don't need that. That's a painful thing, it's a very painful thing. So, we'll wait for more developments. People are stupid. Thomas Anderson, fake flyer, city is safe, Justin Elliker. I don't know what that means. Because white folks don't have to be afraid of a damn thing in this city. What white people you heard getting shot at? There's shootings in Westville? Is there shootings in East Rock? I haven't heard of that. I haven't heard white kids in the streets shooting at each other. Why is that? What is it about white kids that they don't do that? What is it about the system that allows for black and brown children to shoot at each other and kill each other? What is that system? And we have to be willing to reckon with those answers. And until we're ready to reckon with those answers, guess what happens? We'll all every time there's a shooting, we'll be like, "Oh my God, they're killing each other." And then you go back to your cafes and restaurants, and it doesn't affect you. It's in those neighborhoods, not in your neighborhood. That's just the reality. There's a population of people in this city who never think about this. Who don't even concern themselves with that this is not even an issue for them. Not even an issue for them. So we'll see. We'll see. So I'll just wait. The police will have a press conference or something or other, and we'll get more details. The New Haven Independent will get to the bottom of it. Because, that's our only local news source. I swear to God, if we didn't have New Haven Independent to give us news of what's going on, schools and government and communities, on a day-to-day basis. I think the inner city does a good job, but we try to what we do over there is just try to give you a sense of everywhere Black people are perspectives. And New Haven Independent exists to give you a very specific local, hyper local experience of what is going on. And it's necessary. And I know like West Haven would like a reporter, Hamden would like a reporter, Paul, you need to step into your mogul phase. Paul, you need to step into your mogul phase and raise some money for West Haven. Go over there and tell that West Haven people, and they're not gonna like it because you gonna write the truth. You're not gonna be their PR people. But if they want news coverage, they should ante up some money to do it. pay for a reporter to be assigned. Same with Hamden, you know. I mean, but if you don't want news, then you continue the PR spin that you're doing. And how's that working for you? I mean, I don't know. I'm no mayor. I'm just playing one on the radio. I'm no mayor. Just playing one on the radio, you know, hoping that news and information is important and reliable sources for news and information is important. You know, it really is important. Um, so um, that's just one of those things. Just one of those things. Um, uh, Tomorrow night is the NAACP dinner. I don't think I'll be there. No, I don't think I'll be there. But it could change. I just, I need to there's some things that I need to do. Uh, and I need to get them done. And I think I might spend that time doing that. Um, um, we'll see. People always looking out. I appreciate that. And it is a good time. It's nice to see people. It's nice to catch up to people. It's a night out. All the beautiful Black people and all the people who are adjacent to Black people, you know, and everybody shows up glamorous. It's beautiful. I love it. I just don't know if I have the energy for it um this week, you know. I was tired yesterday. I must say, I was like, woo, Nelly. I was tired, But Friday is a lighter day. Saturday, I have a couple of things. Um, I think the weather is gonna rain us out, maybe. I think, because the Audubon Festival is happening, and no, Saturday might be a nice day. I think it'll be dry, so Saturday will be good. It won't rain again until Sunday. So we just have to deal with today, tomorrow, and I have a headache. I've had a headache for 2 days. I don't know what that's about because I rarely have headaches, so it's quite bothersome to me. Uh, but I see the doctor this afternoon, so it'll tell me something, you know. Um, so uh, that's just the way of the world. I know I have a headache. I don't know why I have a headache. I've had a headache for a couple of days. So I don't think I'm ready to check out just yet. Don't start lighting candles. Don't start don't start dropping teddy bears by the house. Faye loves to say every time there's some like traumatic killing or shooting or something, or a car accident or something, they put the teddy bears and candles out. And Faye's like, here we go, season of teddy bear and candles. No, no, no shade to people, but it is a little funny, I will say, because it's you could see them on. And how long do you keep them up? I think that's the big question. How long do you keep up, people's memorials? And I, in my advocate mind, I'm always thinking if you put a memorial someplace for somebody, does it trap them there? Do you know what I mean? Like, does it trap them there? There is something to be said about allowing spirits to sort of move on. That's all I'm saying. That's the only point that I'm making. I don't even know if it's a good point. That's the only point that I have to make. You know. Um, That's the only point that I have to make. I see a dress that I want. Speaking of fashion, oh gosh, I don't know. I'm having a headache. I don't know if this is a stroke headache. No, I don't think it is. It doesn't hurt that bad, but it's encroaching in my ability to sort of not focus on it. So I don't know. And I'll get my blood pressure checked, because I dropped all these medicines. So I'm hoping that, it's not climbing back up. I don't think it is, but I've had a headache for a couple of days, and that's not a good idea. And it might be because I don't know. I'll see the doctor at 2. I'm like, hey, once they get tired of fat shaming me. And listen, I know people are like, well, just go to a different doctor. They're all like that. They are all like that. They're all like that. So I just deal with it. You just deal with it. It's like, shut up. You know, like, I have as much education as you do, just in a different field. Shut up. I just want to say that to people. I had a conversation yesterday that annoyed me to no end. And I don't know why. I think people mean well, because sometimes I say stuff out of pocket. And I try to be very mindful of that. Because I go, oh boy, Babz, that was really stupid to say. So I try to be very in the moment and present when I say stuff. And somebody was talking to me about law school, and I said, oh, they're like, oh, have you heard anything? And everybody wants to know where I applied to. And I didn't tell people, not because it's a secret in the sense that I don't want to say. I've said where I've been no to, you know. I haven't said to the 2 places that have me waitlisted. And I could say, but you never know. And I'm not paranoid about people. Like, I'm just not. But I also understand, I see moments where um sometimes there are people who are just not cheering for you, even though they'll stand in your face and cheer for you. Do you know what I mean? Like, you ever have that experience where people ain't really for you, but they'll stand in your face and be like, oh yeah, get it, get it, get it. But they're not really for you. And sometimes if you tell somebody, you tell the wrong people your hopes, wishes, and dreams, they will squander them, or they would work to prevent you from reaching them. Yes, my nails look nice. Yes, this is Sammy. Flawlessly Sammy. Flawlessly Sammy. And so anyway, I was having this conversation with the person who I dig. And I said, oh, well, I'm waitlisted at 2 schools. And then they say, oh, well, why do you really want to go to law school anyway? Just go do something else. And I was like, well, um, if I don't get into any schools this time, I just will reapply. And it was like, and they just couldn't fathom why I would want to do that. And so, y'all, I always say when people talk to you like that, they're not really talking about you. They're talking about themselves. And you have to, and the older I get, the more I understand how to discern what is being said to me. I don't think young people and people who are not self-actualized understand when they hear they just think people are being haters, and maybe they are on some level, but it's not in the way that you've known haters to be. So sometimes people just are just talking about are projecting their own fears and insecurities your way. Has nothing to do with you and your ability. It's just people speaking about their own fears, you know. And you never know what long held dreams people have that you are accomplishing, that they are too fearful to jump out and do. And I think about that often, particularly when I get the comments that I get in conversations with people. And I know people are well meaning, But what they're not hearing is their projection of fear. Not on me, on them, from them, on them. Like it's almost like saying, well, where do you get the courage to do that? And I don't have the courage to do that. So people wouldn't say that. People wouldn't say, boy, Babz, you're going to law school. How did you figure out to do that? What they will say is, oh, girl, I don't want to go back to school. Who want to go back to school? Why would I want to go back to school? I don't want to do that. And we wasn't even talking about them going back to school. We're talking about me putting myself in a position to try to go back to school because I want to do this. That's it. So it's like when people say, oh, I could never cut my hair like that. You mean like off, like short? Like, why couldn't you? Like if something happened to you, you would do it. Or people will say, and this is the funniest one to me, and they'll say it in my presence all the time. Oh, I could never give up cheese or milk. I was like, well, you would if your life depended on it. Like, so say that again. So you would rather die than to just give up what would kill you. Oh, no, I didn't mean it like that. Well, that's what you just said. See, I have a severe dairy allergy, so it will kill me without a question if I have too much, if I have any of it, and I can't, and it just blows out of proportion. So I don't know what you mean when you say when you can't do something. If your life depended on it, you would do it. What? I don't think about what you're saying. Think about the internal messages that you give yourself, that you talk yourself out of things before you even walk out the door. I would never be able to do that because why? Why? What do you think would happen if you said, I want to go be a doctor at 40 or 50? What do you think would happen? If you wanted to be a doctor, here's your chance. Yeah, it'd be hard. It'd be hard, it'd be rigorous, it'd be all the things. So what? So what? So sitting on the couch every night watching Netflix is not hard when you really want to be pursuing your dream? When you really want to be pursuing your dream, you think that's easy to just sit on your dreams and watch people around you go chase their dreams because you have in your mind that you're too old or you're too fat or you just or some whatever the barrier is. I'm just saying, just ponder that. Ponder that. Because I do it all the time. That's why I run the world the way I run the world, because I remove those barriers. Nothing is in my way. Now, money is in my way. It's all right. Money is in the way of how I want to live. I will be back with Mr. Fred Harris and Charmaine McAllister and company to celebrate Mr. Harris being honored by the Hill community, kicking off Friday at City Hall, and then with the International Festival of Arts and Ideas community block party. So I'll be back. Hang in.
Hi, this is Babz Rawls-Ivy.